I were to share, 5 pieces of advice or a few pieces of advice as I look back on my journey, and, if I had the opportunity to share some advice with my younger self, the first is pick something you care deeply about. So find something that you're passionate about. And that's often, you'll find that is where you choose to spend time, even subconsciously, right? You'll find yourself drawn to these things that you really care about. Well, that's a sign, right? That's a sign that that's an area where you can contribute and you can bring your passion to the table. And that really matters, because there'll be days that will be very tough. But if you have something and you have this deep conviction that you can make a difference, that's going to be your ammo, and it's going to help you keep moving forward. Next is ignore the naysayers. I mean, I grew up with very strict cultural norms, and I was able to break free of them, if you like. But I met a lot of naysayers. A lot of people said, oh, you can't leave Cairo and go do your PhD. You're a married young woman. Like, what? You can't start a company. You can't build emotion AI. It's never going to work. So, not politely, but don't let that stand in your way. And speaking of standing in your way, believe in yourself. The number of times that I was my own biggest Debbie Downer, I was my own biggest obstacle. Don't be your own biggest obstacle. When we started the company, I was the chief technology officer, and we hired an executive to be the CEO. And then after a few years, he decided to move on, and the board said, oh, Rana should be the CEO. You know what I did? I went back home and I thought about it. And I was like, I've never been CEO before. I'm going to fail. And I was too scared to take the risk. So I went back the next day and I said, I don't think I can be the CEO. Well, guess what? The head of sales, who had also never been CEO before, he was like, sure, I'll be the CEO. And so he became the CEO until in 2015, I convinced myself that I'm ready, right? I had to convince myself first. And when I did that, I took it to the CEO at the time, and then we took it to the board, and it was a unanimous vote. And I stepped into the CEO role in 2016. So it's been 5 years, and it's just been amazing. So don't be your own biggest obstacle. And then finally, network. Again, my younger self I still am very hardworking, but I was very hardworking at the time, and I didn't think my network mattered. I just felt like if I can put all my energy into working, coding, that would be the path to success. But actually, your network really matters. And sometimes serendipity really matters too. It doesn't have to be a person who's in your network or a person where you can say, oh yeah, this is the value they're going to add. Just connect with people, interesting peers, create a peer network, create a personal board of advisors for yourself. Because that's how you open doors. That's how you create new opportunities and hopefully discover something that you're calling and a sense of purpose.